Stoke City Football Club and the Kicks project was taking place, the Premier League's brainchild initiative, and one that aims to provide young, disadvantaged people within communities the opportunity to come together by playing sport. The project currently runs across Stoke in 5 areas, at times which suit young people and in places where sport is accessible to them in a style that is both inclusive and welcoming.
So today at the Power League, we've got a 16-team tournament from teams all around the city. We work in 5 areas, so Bentilee, Blurton, Meir, Shelton and Normacot. We put football on regularly in these areas for the lads to turn up week after week just trying to play recreational football. What we've tried to do is just take that one step further and put together a tournament so they can compete against each other. So teams from around the city all brought together. Some of these teams have come from different communities, so there's probably 6 or 7 nationalities that probably don't mix together usually.
I'm working for Engage Communities. It's a non-profit organisation. We work with disadvantaged kids who lack facilities, who lack support. You've got to have the facilities, you've got to have the support. Do you know what I mean? So we try to give them that extra support. And obviously, you know, for guys like myself and like the other lads who I'm working with, because we're all like, we can relate to their situation, we kind of become role models, so we're trying to help them as much as we can.
The project also aims to build safer, stronger and more respectful communities through the development of young people's potential, getting to youngsters who had previously proven difficult to reach and guiding them towards a range of healthy and constructive activities. It targets those living in communities where they are considered more vulnerable to crime, either as victims or potential offenders. And with Staffordshire Police's presence on the day, the aim is also in bridging the gap between young people on the streets and those that help govern them, breaking down barriers as well as reducing crime and antisocial behaviour.
And by these children obviously being here now, some of them might have obviously been bored on a Sunday, hanging around on street corners. It's probably reduced our antisocial behaviour by quite a lot by being here. So it's a great way obviously of stopping ASB for Staffordshire Police really.
With bringing local officers here today, we'll be going on to these patches where these are living, and then they just get to recognise your face, and then they don't have any qualm in saying hello to you then and just engaging with you. It's about building relationships, and that's what our sole focus is mainly on.
And it's in building relationships between different ethnic, religious and cultural groups, which is also an imperative part of the Kicks project. Football being the universal game which unites all, with campaigns such as Kick It Out providing an important message.
Let's kick racism out of football.
Racism, there's no space for racism at all, no matter what it is. But I mean, with football, when you see different backgrounds, different cultures, religions, etc., mixing, when you're playing football, nothing crosses your mind. All it's about is how you can work together and be the best team you can. Do you know what I mean? There's no this background, that background. It's just all about football and the end result really, which is the best way to be.
What we've tried to do, like I've said, use football as a positive tool for engagement. We want to promote kick racism out of football. We also want to promote fair play and respect towards officials and each other. So we just think this is a fantastic opportunity to get all these guys from across the city in diverse communities enjoying themselves and playing football. I mean, football's a universal language, so no matter where, if you're from the north of the city and you're Pakistani, or from the south and you come from the Czech Republic, I think once you play football, once you compete against each other, the football becomes one language then, and you can communicate effectively through that. So that's what we try to do, use football as a universal language to try and promote social cohesion.
Best thing is that we see all the communities playing together, and the way they're trying to make it is so everybody gets along, so that's a big advantage towards the tournament.
Yeah, there's different races and stuff like that, so it just unites everybody together like a big family.
And you just see the respect that's given around to everybody. Yeah, we have a few tiffs on the pitch, but afterwards every player's been saying sorry, so it's all good.
It's all cool, just have a little shake of hand and just call it quits, to be fair. Everybody wants to win, yeah. That's what everybody's dream is.
But it's still, that respect is still there, even if we lose.
All the same, aren't they? So
all the same, still kick a ball. And it's just a game really, for everyone.
The Kicks project that's running at the moment, that's obviously something that's integrated into the communities. Obviously it's a good way of bringing communities together and promoting good sportsmanship really between each other.
From all different backgrounds that we can bring them together. It's a massive benefit for ourselves as well.
Obviously, when you're playing football, what's the one thing you want to do? Everyone wants to win. You don't want to be the loser in the team. So it doesn't matter what you do, as long as everybody's working together communicating. I mean, you build a bond as a team, and then obviously, like you see, for example, for our tournaments that we're doing, this is I think the 3rd tournament. I mean, you get teams that are emerging, or do you know what I mean? And it builds that friendship, and you can see all they do is they just want to win and they just want to play football and enjoy themselves. And that's what we want to do. We want to give back to the kids. We want them to enjoy themselves, which is our main role. I mean, so when it comes to racism, I mean, thank God we don't get none of it. And I mean, as time goes on, I hope we see more of this.
And there were many positives from the day to reflect on, hopefully meaning football can help these youngsters grow into more rounded people.
When I've walked around and seen some of the games, there's been a lot of fair play seen. A lot of lads are shaking hands after the game. There's been no fighting, which is excellent, played in really good spirit. There's some quite good football teams here, to be fair, that we probably look to support, and so they can play more regularly into a competitive league.
And people actually engage with us so much better when it's such a laid-back atmosphere. And an event like this today is absolutely perfect for us to do that.
It's a massive sport which is recognised throughout the whole world, and it's a great way for us to integrate with the children as well. If we take our hats off and start supporting and playing, they see a different side to us.
They actually see us as human. In competitiveness, I think everybody's got that running through them.
Football's one thing where no matter where you're from, what background, what area, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, like, you'll get lads that they're from different areas. You know how when you're younger you have these little groups and things, but when it comes to football, people don't mind working together, playing together, and you build friendship, and that's the main thing. Like, you know, when you can build friendship with different people, you get to know different cultures, and you can become good friends, and it can go on for a long time.
A fantastic day for everybody involved in the Kicks project. And if you want to get involved, then please visit the website, Facebook or Twitter page. And it's not just uniting local communities, promoting a healthier lifestyle or reducing crime that the scheme is successful in doing. It also encourages volunteering, creates routes into education, training and employment, empowering young people to become better citizens and to give something back to their communities. A worthwhile experience for all. And unlike even football, the Kicks project is a no-lose situation.